So how do you get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube when you're just starting out? In this video, I'm going to be sharing 5 little known strategies. I really haven't talked about these anywhere else, and 5 of the biggest mistakes that are going to hinder you from getting your first 1,000 subscribers. But hey, my name is Sean Cahhel if we're just meeting, and here on Think Media, we recently crossed 1 million subscribers. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Of course, YouTube sends this plaque out to you. And now I've grown a couple different YouTube channels to over 100,000 subscribers. And of course, this channel. And I think about the journey and I think about, okay, what do I wish I knew back when I was starting that could have helped me go faster and grow my subscribers? And here's the deal. Right now, there's never been a better time to be creating content on YouTube. You know, because of the lockdown and this pandemic, we've seen that YouTube viewership is skyrocketing. In fact, they've said that Nielsen has revealed consumption is up over 75%. This time last year, there was about 15 billion minutes consumed. Now it's about 32 billion. In some industries or some niches, it's about 75%, as you can see on screen from this Bloomberg article. And subscriber surging has been happening as well due to people being locked down. So right now is your time to be a creator. Creators create. Leaders lead. It's time to punch fear in the face, punch perfectionism in the face, and press record. And I'm going to help you go faster, especially with the strategies in this video. And we're going to be breaking those down in just a second. But again, I'm Sean Cahhel, wrote the book YouTube Secrets, co-author Benji Travis. And if you're fired up for this training, hit that like button. If you happen to be here live, it's good to see you. Wendy, Ken, Leon, Virgin, Gabby, thanks so much for being here. Let's get into tip number 1. And it's this. You got to start before you're ready and post your first 35 videos. Okay. You might be like, 35 freaking videos. Like that's kind of crazy, man. But no, you got to start before you're ready and post a lot of videos. Let me tell you the mistake on this one. Judging your results too early. Now that I've been helping other creators and entrepreneurs grow their YouTube channels, I see one of the biggest mistakes people make is they only post like 2 videos or 7 videos, or maybe even a lot of videos, but they're just all over the place. They're super scattered. And they're like, I just don't know why I'm not to 1,000 subscribers yet. You can't judge your results too early. You need to post about 35 videos from our research, even as we've started new channels, to trigger the algorithm, to get things going. So tell me in the comments, how long have you been on YouTube and how many videos have you posted so far? If you want to get to 1,000 subscribers and you've only posted 6 videos sporadically, 1-2 years ago of a dance recital, and then you know, like you're probably not going to get there, and you got to start before you're ready and just keep posting. Like you can't be that judgmental when you're just starting out of even your content. Like your first videos are going to be your worst videos, and you can improve as you go. In fact, you know, now I've posted over 2,000 videos online. I've had a couple failed YouTube channels that led to the successful ones. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, and you got to fail forward. And I actually want to play the first video I posted on my personal channel just to say, you got to press record and start, even if you're going to suck at the start. Watch this.
All right, so this is, I guess, the first Sean Thinks vlog. And I'm going to try to vlog every single day, mainly so I can remember what I'm even doing and what's going on, because I just feel like I have a lot that I'm thinking about, and I figured, hey, why not share it? And if you find something interesting, that's awesome. Now, this is definitely as real as it gets, so I'm not going to try to be energetic or entertaining, though maybe sometimes I will. But anyways,
see, I see too many. That video is crazy, isn't it? I mean, it's pretty funny. I see way too many people, though, again, taking all this time to watch this channel or to watch some of my friends like Daryl or Tim or Nick or whoever, and just take information. And that's good because you want to get some strategies. You want to start right. But if you're not posting videos, listen, the secret to success on YouTube is posting videos on YouTube. Thank you ever so much. See you later. We'll take care. Like, I mean, you might like, that's maybe obvious, but you gotta be posting videos, and you don't want to don't judge the results too soon. Just start messy. punch fear in the face, post videos, and post a lot of videos because you'll learn as you go. But this brings us to tip number 2, and you got to answer.
I have a lot that I'm thinking.
The question of controlling your live stream, the who and what question. That's next. Answer the who and what question, all right? Who is it you're serving and what problem do you solve for them? In fact, tell me in the comments, most creators have not answered this question, and it's the reason you're not going to get to 1,000 subscribers. Listen to this. Why should someone subscribe to your channel? That's the who and what question. Hey, this channel is for my mom. My wife Sonia is 20 weeks pregnant, and she was just doing a workout this morning, and she was watching it on YouTube. By the way, a lot of at-home workouts, huge niche that's blowing up right now. We got Sean Bradley Jr., it's a boy, on the way right now, and she's doing this workout that was second trimester home workouts for women, obviously on the women part. So it's a very specific channel that was giving workouts at home for women that are pregnant and even in their specific trimester. So who you serving? Well, obviously not dudes that need at-home workouts, clearly, right? Obviously not gamers that are trying to figure out how to beat Reno in Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? Like who, and then like what problem do you solve? It was at-home workouts for her. Look, even if you're doing comedy, like what problem do you solve? You solve boredom. Even if you're doing vlogs, you solve people that need like maybe an escape or they want some kind of entertainment. However, sometimes that can be even harder to get discovered. What is your who and what question? Who is it you're trying to serve? If you haven't defined kind of your target audience, another word for this is your value proposition. Who is it you're serving and what problem do you solve for them? The mistake here is huge, and this is probably one of the most major mistakes that's going to keep you from 1,000. It's making selfish content versus service content, okay? Selfish content versus service content. You got to ask yourself, why is it do you want 1,000 subscribers? And I've seen a lot of people that the reason they want 1,000 subscribers is like, cause I want 1,000 subscribers. Yo, help me get to 1,000, yo. Help me get my channel going, bruh. Help me get the subs rolling in, yo. I'm trying to hit, like, for what? What are you gonna do for me? Like, you want me to subscribe to your channel for you? Like, unto what? So that you can be famous? So that you can, and this is where most creators' mindset, like, this really became clear to me when the co-author of YouTube Secrets, Benji Travis, got to go to New York to meet with Gary Vaynerchuk and, you know, multiple New York Times bestselling author, considered one of the leading social media experts. And we got to ask him what advice would he give to new YouTube creators. And he actually had a clip about this very idea of selfish content. So listen to this, what he had to say.
I think it's about, are you putting out entertainment or are you putting out education? Because 90% of people are putting out selfish content. 90% of people are putting out press releases. Yeah. They want you to think something about them. They're making it selfish for themselves. They wanted to go to Maui and surf, so that's the content you're getting. But did that bring you any value? They want you to think they're cool. 90% of the content right now are people acting like PR agents of themselves. I'm asking people to look like educators or entertainers. Yeah. Do you think about the audience first or don't you?
Do you think about the audience first or don't you? Think about that question. The reason a lot of people aren't getting to 1,000 subscribers is because they're really not thinking about the audience first. They're like, you know, I kind of want to make videos that like I want to make. I kind of want to be like a travel vlogger. Well, cool. And I'm not saying you can't do that, but I'm saying, do you think about the audience first or don't you? In fact, that's what Gary's saying, and I'm echoing. And he also said, really pick either entertainment or education. Let me know in the comments, are you in entertainment or education? It's YouTube. It's like, if you're not in one of those, by the way, all the data right now during the pandemic is both are through the roof. Both types of content are exploding. So there's really never been a better time to be creating content. And so let me know and hit the like button if you've been getting value out of this video, which brings us to the next tip, which is once you're answering the who and what question, once you're starting before you're ready and just posting a lot of videos without judging your results, like you do those first 2 points, you're going to get to 1,000 subscribers. But I got more tips for you. Tip number 3 is you're going to want to skill up. Skill up and study successful channels. Skill up and study successful channels. Tip number 3. So once you're posting videos messy, I'm saying don't try to get perfect first and then start posting videos. I'm saying post your first video like today, like right now. Like turn this video off and go like shoot a video on your phone and go post your first video, like for real. Because you got to just be posting videos messy, starting messy, ready as a lie. But then you want to start to skill up in 2 ways. 1, identify what skills do you need to learn in terms of video editing, in terms of designing thumbnails, in terms of on-camera presence. But also, have you studied the successful channels in your niche? If you haven't done this, identify 5 to 10 channels doing what you want to do that are successful. If you haven't taken the time to, number 1, make a list of these are channels. And by the way, if you can't find any channels doing what you want to do, that what like your niche is or your vision is, you're either about to tap into something super brilliant, and I'm not saying this is impossible, but competition is good. In fact, let me know if you've ever felt discouraged by competition. Like I just feel like there's too many people doing what I want to do. There's too many beauty channels. There's too many gardening channels, like whatever. There's too many fitness channels. Competition's a good thing, especially if the competition's successful. Why? Because it's actually proof that people care and they watch that kind of content. If you can't find a channel doing what you want to do, that's not a complete guarantee that you won't be able to do it. But you really want to find because you're going to do it different, by the way. You got to be you times 2. You're not going to copy the channel. You're going to do it with a different style, a different approach. It's just going to be proof, listen, of an audience, right? So when you identify 5 to 10 channels, thing 1, have you then gone and watched their videos and thought and made a list, like got a journal and been like, oh, that's awesome the way they're opening their videos. Oh, look at how they're doing title. Oh, look how they close their videos. Oh, that makes sense. And really studied, not to copy, but because success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. And so let me know an example of somebody doing what you want to do. Here's another reason for it, because then you can kind of draft behind them like an Indy 500 race. There are people that have pioneered. It's not that you're going to do it exactly the same. It's that you might even end up taking an amalgamation of 5 different channels and say it's going to be a little bit of that, but it's also going to kind of serve people this way. It's actually that style, but his audience, he's reaching guys. I'm like the girl version of that. And I'm going to have a millennial female audience. You put some of those pieces together, you're going to get so much dang clarity for getting your first 1,000 subscribers. And here's the mistake, not shortening your learning curve. There's 2 ways to get wisdom, right? One is your mistakes. That's the slowest way to get wisdom. You probably can relate. What are some mistakes you made in your life? I think about growing up, there's some times when, I was partying in high school, I drank too much. You know what I mean? It's a mistake. You woke up, you're like, okay, I learned. I don't feel that great after I did that. There was times when I disagreed with my wife, right? You know what I mean? And or I did something stupid and I got in trouble. I said I was gonna be home at a certain time and I came home 2 hours later and I didn't text or call. I made a mistake. And I got wisdom out of that because the attitude and the vibe, don't steal my vibe, was that she was sending my way. But you get wisdom. But listen, there's 2 ways to get wisdom. One is your own mistakes. Let me know a mistake you made. The other way is other people's mistakes. It's the fastest way to get wisdom. That's the beauty of buying a book. Because you pay $15 to get 10, 20, 35 years of experience for $20. And it's other people's mistakes. That's what this channel's all about. It's we've had some successes and sure, along the journey, we've learned a lot of things. I've had also some failed YouTube channels that I had to learn in the journey, and you're here so I can help you go further faster. You shorten your learning curve by investing in wisdom and by looking at somebody else that can say, oh, I wasted a whole year doing it wrong. I wasted 3 years without getting this information. So you got to shorten your learning curve. And if you're getting value, hit the like button. And I'm super excited to announce too that we're doing something we've never done before here at Think Media. And it's called the YouTube Influence Challenge. We're actually doing a 7-day free challenge. You can sign up at tubeinfluence.com, link in the description below. And for 7 days, we're actually going to be going live every day, myself and the Think Media team. And we're going to be teaching our best strategies for growing on YouTube. All the lessons we've learned. In fact, we have a couple programs like our YouTube Hypergrowth Blueprint, and we have our Video Ranking Academy system. This 7-step system right here has only previously been taught in our online courses. But because of what's happening in the world, we wanted to basically do like a YouTube growth stimulus, right? And just do like a free 7 days of actionable, high value content. And so if you go to tubeinfluence.com, you can sign up. Who's it for? If you're an influencer, meaning maybe social media influencer, but specifically if you're an author, speaker, coach, online marketer, or if you're an entrepreneur or small business owner and you want to figure out how to increase your revenue and get customers. And also if you're a creator and whether you're just starting or you want to grow your current channel, myself and the entire Think Media team is going to be a part of this. So definitely check it out. We're doing camera giveaways, microphone giveaways, lighting giveaways, software giveaways. We got all kinds of sponsors, Canon, Blue Microphone. It's going to be epic, y'all. Like you can't miss the YouTube Influence Challenge. It's going to be so fun. And so click the link in the description below to get all the details and to sign up. Heather Torres is going to be teaching a lot of content. Myself, we have Tony, Nolan, Omar that are going to be in some sessions. It's going to be insane. What's the point is to shorten your learning curve. You want to get to 1,000 faster? Don't go alone. The other cool thing about this challenge is getting connected to a community of people, other purpose-driven entrepreneurs like you that are purpose-driven creators, purpose-driven people that want to not just build their influence, not just make an income. You know, our mission here at Think Media is to help 10,000 people create a full-time living doing what they love while making a difference in the world with YouTube and online video. But it's also so you can make an impact, influence, income, and impact, like impact. So you can make a difference in the world and connecting with others. Man, when you link arms with others, iron sharpens iron. So check it out, tubeinfluence.com. Shorten your learning curve and you'll get to 1,000 faster. And tip number 4 is focus on search-based content. So focus on search-based content and answer specific questions. People debate now all the time, you know, like, do tags matter? Is YouTube a search engine anymore? It's actually a felonious debate because yes, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. In fact, 65% of people use YouTube to help them solve a problem. Come on, who and what? Who do you serve and what problem do you solve? Look, if people are going to YouTube to solve a problem, then the best way to get discovered, Sean, how do I get discovered? Nobody knows me yet. Sean, how do I get discovered? Like, how do I get subscribers if like no one even knows I exist? Solve a problem. Answer a specific question. Listen, I'm not saying this is the only content you will ever make. Sean, I kind of want to entertain and inspire, and some of the topics I want to talk about, they don't really they're not search-based. Cool, bro. Cool, sis. But you should start with search-based content because once you have subscribers, you can talk about whatever you want because they're there. They know you. But how do you actually get someone to know, like, and trust you if they don't even know you yet, right? You actually have to get discovered. So I'm leaving this on screen. 65% of people use YouTube to help them solve a problem. And so listen, the mistake here is making content that nobody wants to watch and that nobody is searching for. Like a lot of people start, why am I not getting subscribers? Why am I not getting views? Well, are you actually crafting content that you've done the research, you know people are interested in it? We're going to be talking about that in the YouTube Influence Challenge. Are you crafting content that people are interested in watching and that people not only you can actually discover what kind of content people want to watch as well as what kind of content people are searching for. And then think about it. When you make that content, people watch it and then they subscribe. Why do you got to answer who and what? Because if you can't tell me why I should subscribe to your YouTube channel because of how it will benefit me, then you'll never get to 1,000 subscribers. You might even do one-off good video, but there's no reason for me to subscribe to the channel. I just like the one-off video. You got to get a clear vision, man, and make content that people want to watch and that people are searching for. And then tip number 5, friends, and hit like if you're getting value and let me know if you've even kind of maybe getting some clarity with this. Because, and maybe let me know how many subscribers you're at. And if you feel stuck being at that particular level of subscribers, But I really think when you apply these tips, they're going to make a huge difference. But here's tip number 5. And then I've got some bonus stuff for you after. And it's this. Pretty simple. Commit. Commit. What's the mistake? Dabbling. What do I mean? Really, this is actually probably should have been tip number 1. Because I actually think the main reason a lot of people don't reach 1,000 subscribers is because they've never actually made a real commitment to get there. Like, commitment is the foundation of all accomplishments. Like, commitment is like the little choices we make every day that lead to the final results we're looking for. Like, I think about my wife, Sonia, and I have been married for 15 years. That's a commitment. There was plenty of times when I could have broken that commitment and thought, you know what, it's hard, so I give up. But it wasn't that it hasn't been hard. In fact, the first 2 years of our marriage were hell. Like, that's why we committed when we gave our vows, but then we went to counseling and we worked through our issues and we were at each other's throats and we learned how to communicate. And I had to say I'm sorry, and we had to ask forgiveness. Like, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. And now we got little Sean Bradley Jr. on the way, and we got 15 years under our belt, ups and downs, but it's commitment. YouTube growth, dude, it's hard. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. If you're following anyone that's like, oh, it's easy, they're lying to you. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's worth it. I'm saying you got to commit, though. You got to commit. There's something about commitment. Commitment is not making a purchase. You're up watching an infomercial, eating some Ben and Jerry's. Come on, sipping on some drink. And infomercial comes on that's like, you could get in shape. My friend Shalene Johnson. You could do PIO. For $35, we'll send you some DVDs and a meal plan. And you know what we do? We buy it. By the way, great. Love resources. Buy the resource. Get the resource shipped to your house. That resource is sitting in your garage. Awesome. But if you don't take the dang DVD out of the DVD case, does anyone even watch it? Like, it's all digital now, Beachbody on demand. Okay. And you don't put it in to your Blu-ray player, and then actually sweat for 30 minutes and do it more than one day. A lot of people, so like video influencers, think media, comment like, yo, Sean, I just am not growing. And I check out their channel. They posted a video like a week ago and then like 4 months before that. And they have like 5 videos total. And all I'm trying to say is that's not a sign of commitment. Commitment is showing up and making the hard decisions consistently. You don't get the guns by doing push-ups once. You don't watch the fitness DVD one time and all of a sudden you're like, dear God, I'm chiseled like a Greek god, like Brad Pitt Fight Club ripped, like overnight. You do it by daily, repetitious discipline, and you keep showing up and you keep sweating and you keep doing the work. Wishing is not committing. It's about making this a priority. And I'm hitting this hard because I am completely confident that you're going to get to 1,000 subscribers. I believe that you do these first 4 tips. I believe that you commit, that you stop dabbling the mistake. It's a mental attitude. There's something about turning pro. And here's some of the reasons why. I think we're afraid to go all in. Because if we're just dabbling and we fail because we're afraid of failing, like, it's not even that we're afraid of going for big dreams. We're just afraid of being small at the start and the judgment of that. We're afraid of, well, what if I actually tell and what if I declare that I'm committed and I go all in and I fail? Look, if you don't quit, you win. Failure, I don't even believe in failure, and yet I believe in failure. The difference between successful creators and those that are not successful is their relationship with failure. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Failure is a stepping stone to success. You have to fail. If you're afraid of failure, good news. Don't be, because you're going to fail a lot. The more you fail, the sooner you'll get to 1,000 subscribers. You feel me? That's why you're posting 35 videos without even much strategy, because I'm trying to get you to just post videos. Because you learn, those videos like mine will be bad, but they'll be education. So you could Could you call the video a failure, or could you call that video a stepping stone to success? The failure is quitting. That's the only time failure is sealed. When you keep going, keep learning, keep adapting, keep pivoting, keep leveling up. But there's something about moving from a dabbling mindset and deciding I'm going to go all in, I'm going to commit, and I'm going to move into a dominating mindset. I'm going to turn pro in this thing. There was a season when I would just kind of go on walks, kind of jog around the neighborhood. I was trying to get in shape, like my friend Benji, who's like a crazy runner. He's done a marathon. I've done 2 half marathons now, but I'm like flexing a little bit. He's done a full marathon, and he's like this pro runner. But I noticed that if I didn't actually show up, if I didn't get the gear, by the way, I bought the shoes, and then I bought a second pair of running shoes because they look cool. Come on, can anybody relate right now? And then I bought I bought some gear, and then I kind of watched some YouTube videos about it. And then I went on like a little walk, but then I jogged a little bit. And then I took 3 weeks off. I wasn't committing to leveling up as a runner. But when I started to decide that I'm going to run at least 20 miles a week, that I'm going to run at least every other day, that when it's snowing outside and we go up to where our family is up in Seattle, Washington, I'm going to bring warm clothes and I'm going to go run in the snow. And that actually, when it's hot here in Vegas, I wear like this tiny little G-string, not really, but kind of. And I go running early morning when it's like 95 degrees and it's like hot yoga, hot running. And come hell or high water, I show up and I do it because I'm committed to staying in shape and to running. Are you committed to growing your YouTube channel? Have you committed? Have you just decided? Decide, commit, succeed. Decide. And what are you willing to sacrifice? When you finally commit, like commitment's like a muscle, you got to lean into it, because again, you're like, man, I want to get in shape, but I'm not going to sacrifice my time to do it. I mean, I want to save money, but I'm not going to stop impulse spending my credit card online. And whenever I get retargeted with those ads for those jeans that have been chasing me around the internet, I mean, I really want to get out of debt, but that would mean I might have to spend less than I make. You got to actually maybe say, I'm going to sacrifice something for what I want to do. I just want you to win. That's what this channel is about. And I believe you will, but it takes commitment. Why am I hitting this point so hard? Because I think this is the tipping point. When you just commit, when like a switch, you just decide whatever it takes. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to stay up late. Like, I'm not talking about burning out, but I'm talking about seasons of sacrifice, my friends. Like, I wanted to build this freaking YouTube dream. I had a vision. Think Media is 11 people strong right now. I had to carry a vision when it was just me. When I was by myself and I was freaking lonely and I had negative comments and I didn't have anyone in my corner and nobody could see what I saw. And I was a small town kid, college dropout, and people in my town thought I was ridiculous for posting videos online. You think it like makes sense now. It's 2020. I started YouTube back in 2007 for my church. And then the first YouTube channel I started in 2010. And people in my town were like, why you posting videos online? And I didn't have anybody rooting for me, and I didn't have anybody cheering me on, but I had to carry a vision. And after I waited tables at Red Robin all day long, and after I did video editing for clients, and after I went out and did wedding videos, and after I shot videos for small businesses and didn't even want to shoot or edit videos anymore, and after I poured into my wife and we were going through crazy stuff, losing our home because it was the financial crisis and the recession, and then she's going through health challenges, and I had to actually then sit up, and whether it was a Friday night or a Saturday morning or a Tuesday evening or a few hours before I had to get up and go to Red Robin and wait tables, I would freaking work on my dream because I was committed to this vision. Are you committed? What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you making it a priority? Are you acknowledging everything in your life and saying, I'm not going to be crazy. I'm not going to dishonor my responsibilities to do this. But I can move some things around. I can punt entertainment for a season and really focus on this. I'm just saying, if you want to get 1,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers or 1 million, you have to commit. My God, I'm just checking in with you guys. Thanks for the super chat. Weeb, thank you so much. $100, man. I appreciate it. 5 videos, 62 subs, just getting started. Really appreciate it, man. J Pro. Appreciate you. The more you learn and get out there, the more people will see you go, yeah, J Pro, you got to just keep uploading. And I think apply these 5 tips. And my friends, you want to get some momentum on YouTube? Join me for this challenge. Join me and the Think Media team for the YouTube Influence Challenge. 7 days, something to do every day, something to learn every day, questions to answer every single day to build massive momentum on your channel. TubeInfluence.com, link in the description if you want to sign up. Free challenge. Right now, especially during the lockdown, I'll tell you this, my life was dramatically changed. Thank you, Vissos Travel, for the super chat. And thank you, Schultz TV. Really, really appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you for the support, guys. Look, what's so crazy about the time we're living in right now is that this YouTube dream that started, and I remember what Benji and I were going through back in 2010 when I played my first video. We just hit 1 million subscribers. By the way, it took 10 years. And I'll show you the growth curve of Think Media so you can kind of get a perspective of you got to be willing to like not get results at the beginning. It's like planting a seed. Like your dream is a seed. You put it underneath the soil, it disappears. You don't see anything. You don't see growth. You don't see fruit. You don't see, you don't have any provision. You got nothing going on. And then it goes under the seed, that seed gets planted in soil and it starts getting crushed. It's like getting disrupted. It's going through transformation. Like ain't nothing nice about that. And you don't see anything happening potentially for a long season of time. Here's Think Media's journey over the last 10 years. Okay. Here's 2010 when it started. Look at how flatlined this is. Now, then look that in 2015, by the way, this was really when I committed. I was committed, and actually, I would say more than that. This is actually when I got focused. I committed here, but I was scattered. I was focused on multiple YouTube channels, which is a bad idea when you're starting. I had like multiple YouTube channels, which is like, I don't even have one successful one. Why am I dividing my energy between multiple? This is when I got focused and really got strategic. And look at where the growth happened. But what would have happened if I would have stopped Think Media in 2014? What would have happened if I actually gave up on Think Media in 2015, 2016, right here on February 2nd? But then we see this growth. Look, it goes up, it goes up. But then look at this little spike right here. Look at that thing. Freaking nuts, man. Like it's been, typically 56,000 views a day, 61,000 a day. Now we're at 150,000 a day. We're going to whole new levels now. But this journey was a decade, my friend. Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in 1 year, but underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 to 10. You got to commit. And what's so crazy, and what I believe that right now can be a turning point in your life, your YouTube channel, your future, what you're building, your vision, your family, is because that's the exact thing that happened to me. 2008, 2009, my wife almost dies. Sonia Cannell, my wife, we go to the hospital for 6 days because she dropped to 82 pounds because of having a chronic illness and losing so much weight. And we end up in the hospital for 6 days. Right at that same time, we're losing 2 homes. We had a rental property, again, that was on declared income and the structure of mortgages and all that stuff. And we were hustling, eating top ramen to try to pay for these investments. And now she can't work anymore. We're dual income. I'm challenged. I'm in the hospital room like, man, I got to level up as a leader. I got to level up as a man. I got to level up as a provider. And what are we going to do? And God, why is this happening? But also, what's the next move? This is 2009. And in the midst of that recession and in the midst of her health coming under attack, our finances being eviscerated, and maybe you can relate right now. Maybe you've been laid off. Maybe you're on furlough. Maybe your business has been completely disrupted or destroyed. Like we just got brought down to nothing financially. Lost our homes. And then we were part of a church, the one that I was volunteering on, and then I was part-time there. And we've been there for 8 years. Trust in your leaders, community, amazing environment. Got really toxic at the end, so people stole some money. And it went from 1,600 people on an Easter service to 200 and just got eviscerated. So our community and our social circle to 0. Our finances to 0. My wife's health to the edge of 0. She almost dies. And it was that 6 days in the hospital that there was a switch that flipped for me, that I got to commit. And I'm going to, no matter what, I'm going to figure this thing out. And let me kind of give you just another tip that I really believe in. If you've been a part of our community, you've heard this before, but you got to keep coming back to it. I really believe that reasons come first, results come second. And you got to ask yourself, why do you want 1,000 subscribers on YouTube? Why do you want 100,000? Why do you want 1 million? Why? And like what's it for? And are your reasons fame, fortune, followers? Cool. Maybe that's great. Is that going to keep you motivated? If it will, then get clear on your reasons. If you wake up every day and you're like, I want to be famous. Cool. Get clear. For me, my why got so clear in that hospital room by my wife's side. And it was, my why was my family. And it was, how am I going to pay these medical bills? And it was, what's our future going to look like? And if we have kids someday and we start a family, do we need to hire a full-time nanny, someone to help? How could I work and do, how could I got to start hustling. And I was just discovering it wasn't as clear as it is today, that online is where things are at, that e-commerce is where things are at, that online video and YouTube consumption's going up, y'all. So you could keep making excuses. Is it too late to start? Is there too much competition? There's a million obstacles, and there always will be. You just got to commit to say, I will until. And I just, a switch flipped and I said, I got to figure out how to work from home, not because I just want the light laptop lifestyle and want to drink pina coladas with my laptop sitting on the beach, which is ridiculous, by the way. I would never take my MacBook Pro to the beach. It's like overheating. You're getting sand in it. And by the way, respect, man. We are all about lifestyle by design. The fact that you could build a business around travel, around family, around lifestyle. It's all beautiful, but it was desperation for me. It was desperation to say, man, I want to figure out this YouTube thing so we have flexibility, we have freedom. This is about family. This is about fighting for my faith. And I went all in, and I just showed you the growth curve. 10 years. Posted a lot of freaking videos. A lot. And like I told you, one of the reasons why I think media also was so flatline was because I was spread too thin. I think you got to get focused. I did this channel for the longest time, Sean Cahhel channel, and that's where that first video came from. And it was just a bunch of random, terrible videos. These videos are horrible. Like, if you want to go watch them for some entertainment, and they are all over the place. But my friends, I was just trying to figure out my rhythm. I was just trying to learn. I'm posting vlogs. I'm reviewing Amazing Spider-Man. I'm posting recipe for garlic green beans. I'm reviewing bark boxes. Like, what is happening? Like, vlogging, just all over the place. But sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. This channel was one giant education, a bunch of experimenting, but look at this massive action. Posting, learning, failing, experimenting, posting, trying, pushing, posting, video after video after video after video after video, over and over and over again. But I'm so thankful because that was the building blocks of clarity that led to where we are today. And it's crazy to report that 10 years later, we're now celebrating that baby Bradley. We just got tests back, super healthy. Of course, my wife Sonia is still dealing with chronic illness and a thing called gastroparesis. But we are just blown away by God's goodness over the years. But we also didn't quit. There was such dark seasons, scary seasons, times when we wanted to give up, times when it didn't look like we were going to make it, but we just kept going and we did not quit. I've been committed for a decade, brick by brick, video by video, upload after upload. And I want to encourage you, you want to get to 1,000 subscribers, my friend, commit to doing it messy. Commit to posting a bunch of videos and maybe, you don't want to hear this? Commit. I'm going to show you this. You can probably tell I'm a little fired up. I'm a little on edge right now. Sean's a little on edge. Right? Look at this channel. 279 videos we posted on this channel. It was cool. We started this, by the way, this is me spread across multiple channels. 9 years ago. We started posting videos. We were interviewing people in the faith space, the church space. It's called Think International. You know, was it successful? I mean, it impacted and changed a lot of lives at the time. It was awesome. We learned a lot. We impacted people, but did we go it full time? Did it turn into a movement? The only reason Think Media is called Think Media is because it was the media side of Think International, by the way. That's where the name came from. Like, Sean, how'd you come up with the name? We started this thing called Think International. I was like, I want to do a place where we talk about like cameras and media. So I may call it Think Media. Like if this is called Think International, I mean, there's like the level of thought that went into it. And so Think Media was just a side place to post like media videos. But look at video after video after video, 279 uploads. And guess what? This channel we've essentially abandoned. I don't think the channel was a failure. It was a stepping stone to success. But my question is, are you committed? Would you be willing to build a channel, even the channel you're building right now, simply to get the lessons and the education and the insights and the learnings to then potentially get the moment where you go, oh, that's going to be the move. That's going to be the thing that works. And how did you even get those insights? Because you were studying, because you were grinding, because you were at the YouTube challenge, because iron sharpens iron, and you learned some stuff here, and you experimented here, and you practiced over here, but you didn't quit. I think that's the secret to getting to 1,000 subscribers. And if you've been getting value, hit the like button. I appreciate you being here. And I want to thank you for being a part of this journey here at Think Media with us. And I just want to encourage you, don't quit. Don't quit. Come on, Sandy, don't quit. Yes, learn, research, commit, working on it. My empire forever, keep trying. Commitment. Stop dabbling and start dominating. Hey, if you got value out of this video, hit the like button and join us for the YouTube challenge. I believe that this will get you crazy momentum in your life, your business, and your YouTube channel. We're, of course, going to be talking all about how to get views. We're going to be talking about about the business side of building around your YouTube channel. And we're going to be breaking down this proven 7-step YouTube influence framework. This is now over 10 years what I've learned that we've repeated over multiple YouTube channels. We have a niche channel right now. It's a faceless channel with nobody else, like it's just like outsourced video editors. It's like a YouTube automation channel. And it's getting around 300,000 views every single month following this system. We're going to be revealing this for free. Previously, this has been a part of our programs, which are amazing. And we'll let you know more about those. But right now, it's a hard time in the world, but I believe it's a time to go all in. And so get signed up. TubeInfluence.com is where that's happening. And I just want to say I'm grateful for you. Look, I acknowledge I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. Thank you for being subscribed. Thank you for believing in your dreams. Thank you for being ambitious. Thank you for going for something and building something and being a part of this community. We're passionate about staying connected as purpose-driven entrepreneurs and creators. So Kevin, thank you for the super chat and really appreciate you as well. Thank you for that message. And History Explained said, I got a copyright claim from Epidemic Sound. Yeah, you could get it removed. You email them and they usually can kind of go in the background and fix that for you. So that shouldn't be a problem. Lots of love, man. Thank you, Ray Tunsa Kitchen. I hope I said your name right. Really appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. And look, if you actually want to go watch something right now, get signed up for the challenge. But the video I actually want you to watch next is how to make money if you have a small channel. And we have a new podcast called the Think Marketing Podcast and actually a new YouTube channel. So if you haven't been over there yet, just click or tap the screen to go check out that video right now. Love you and appreciate you so much. Keep crushing it, keep smashing it, and just click or tap the screen to go check out that video. Peace.